Hey guys, just a random video simply because I was browsing Facebook and one of these things saying, "Oh, are Goku and Chi-Chi compatible?" Um, so the Goku memes, the Goku doesn't know what a kiss is, Goku is a bad father, Goku is a terrible person, kind of like the overly done Naruto meme of, "Oh, Sakura's useless." It gets old. Um, Now this is a classic clip right here. They're at the World Martial Arts Tournament, and Goku asks Chi-Chi to marry him. Then she does this, but you can tell he's like, "What?" Now I think some people forget Goku is not a human being. He is a Saiyan. He is from a different planet. On planet Vegeta, this most likely wasn't that high of a thing. Um, Saiyans like strong women. They're not very the most. They're not exactly the most affectionate people. They like strong women. They respect strong women. Chi Chi is not only strong physically, but she is strong. Strong-willed. She's a strong person. I mean, she's put up with Goku shit for how many years now? They've been married for how many years now? And she's a strong fucking woman. And Goku likes that about her. That's why he loves her. And that's why he fights for her and for his kids and for everyone else. But usually when it's battle, this, Chi-Chi, his kids, those are usually the main people he's fighting for. So he does love Chi-Chi. He does love his kids. He loves Chi-Chi because she is a strong woman, just like Vegeta. Vegeta loves Bulma because she is a strong woman. The fucking woman slapped a god of destruction. Slapped a god of destruction, got slapped back, and managed to get up a few seconds later, perfectly unharmed. That Vegeta respects Bulma because she's a strong woman. Well, not physically, she's not strong. But up here, she's strong. Her will, same thing with Chi-Chi. Her personality is strong. She doesn't take shit from anyone. Like I said, she slapped Beerus. If you have the fucking balls to slap a god of destruction, someone who could sneeze the universe out of existence, but on planet Vegeta, they're more not aggressive. But look at Bardock. He would not only was a soldier or a warrior, but he actually was kind of compassionate guy. Guinea may not have been physically strong, but just like Chi-Chi, she was strong-willed. She had a strong personality, and that's what Saiyan men are attracted to. They like strong women. So they're not really this whole huggy, feely, "Oh, I love you so much." That's why Goku's like, what the fuck is this shit? And people can, "Oh, well, he was raised by Grandpa Gohan." Well, maybe Grandpa Gohan didn't teach him everything. You gotta remember, Grandpa Gohan died when he was young. He didn't have time to teach him about girls, and teach him, culture of, between a man and a woman. A lot of the time was, martial arts and stuff like that. And you also got to remember, Goku was on the head, smacked on the head, and yeah, that really fucked things up. But I think that made him more sensitive, because remember, he was originally sent to Earth to destroy it. That was retconned, and he was just kind of sent away. Bardock and Guinea sent him off when they found out Frieza was pretty much coming to destroy them, and they sent him off hoping that he could escape and survive. But originally he had come to Earth they sent him to Earth to destroy it. He was supposed to come to Earth, Uzaru form, destroy the fucking planet, destroy the life on the planet, so that way they could, get the planet, sell it, and but like I said, retcon. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't change what happens to Goku when he gets here, but no, he does love Chi Chi very much. I mean, one of the best scenes I can think of is the fight against Zamasu and Goku Black. When they tell him, how Zamasu swapped bodies with Goku, and then what Zamasu did to Chi Chi and Goten afterwards. He was so enraged that he was able to take on Goku Black and Zamasu at the same fucking time, because the love he has for his family, that's what keeps pushing him. Not only the urge to get stronger, but the desire to protect his family. But everyone's like, oh, Goku's a bad person. No, he's not. Think of, Goku's a bad father. That's the biggest one. The biggest meme. Goku's a bad father. No, he's not. People are like, oh, Piccolo's better. Oh, yeah, Piccolo, you mean, puts Gohan on the top of a fucking mountain. Learn to fly. Bye now. Oh, yeah. Great fathering there. Whenever they say that Goku's a bad father, they always bring up the Cell saga. Like, oh, well, he let his son fight Cell. Yeah, he did. Because he knew Gohan could do it. And what happened? He was right. Gohan became so powerful that he fucking punched Cell in the stomach so fucking hard that Cell spit up 18. Perfect Cell could not compete with Gohan. He was right. Gohan was able to defeat Cell. And then they say, oh, well, Goku stayed dead and died and this and that. Why did he die? Because Gohan got cocky. How many times during that fight did Goku say, Gohan, you have the power to do it. Finish him now. And Gohan's like, nope. He died protecting his family. So, and then everyone's like, oh, he stayed dead. Why did he stay dead? He gave the reason why he stayed dead. And quite frankly, I would have done the same thing. He's like, yeah, so I kind of realized that everyone who attacks Earth is always after me. So if I stay dead, maybe you guys will stay safe because I'm not here anymore. And once they see that I'm not here, so completely logical, thought process there is like, well, people are coming to Earth to kill me. If I stay dead, then they don't have a reason to come to Earth. Simple as that. Then there's the whole Goku doesn't know what a kiss is. I'm sure he knows what it is, maybe in his language, because you got to remember that, like, cartoon-wise, for the sake of, for us, it's pretty much the same language. But you got to think, in their universe, kissing, sex, all those words are most likely not the same. So Goku hears kissing. For him, it doesn't trigger as, mwah. For him, that might be a completely different word. Now, Vegeta, on the other hand, he probably knew it, but, he comes to Earth, he learns our customs and our words and our ways. But you gotta think, Vegeta, Planet Vegeta, completely different place. They have different words, they have different customs, they have a whole different lifestyle. So sex, or marriage, or kissing, well, he does know what marriage is because he flat out asks Chi-Chi to marry him. But there are some words that just may not be the same on other planets. He knows what a kiss is. I mean, in the end of this scene, she gives him a kiss. He knows what a kiss is. But back to the Goku being a bad father. Like I said, people want to say Piccolo's a great dad. Yeah, Piccolo died saving Gohan, but so is Goku. That's the whole reason he went after Raditz in the first place in the very beginnings, because Raditz came, took Gohan, and he's like, I'm getting my son back. How did he die the second time? Protecting Gohan. You know, because Gohan didn't finish off Cell. Cell blew himself up to the point where he take out the planet. Goku instant transmissions over there and takes it, Cell away to King Kai's planet. So he died protecting his son again. But sure, Goku's never died for his son. Piccolo leaves fucking Gohan on top of a mountain, like, learn how to fly. Goku's training with this kid in the hyperbolic time chamber, taking care of him, trying to push him to the next level. But sure, Goku's a terrible father. The scene with him meeting Goten for the first time, love it. Absolutely adorable scene. He's like, there's a little me behind your leg, Chi-Chi. It's still one of the most memorable scenes of the whole Buu saga is when he gets to meet Goten for the first time, because he's been dead. So he gets to see his son, and it's just a mirror image of him. The innocence, the hair, everything about Goten is just Goku. And it's just a great scene. But he's a totally bad father. It's like I said, it's just the memes of it. It's like the whole Sakura being useless, in Naruto. Far from useless, but sure, let's keep pretending like Tenten isn't actually the most fucking useless character in that show. But yeah, Goku, this character is by far, in my opinion, one of the best written characters, one of the best characters in the history of characters, or at least anime characters. There are so many people who have improved their lives, physically improved, because they see Goku and they're like, I want to strive to be that. They see how his hard work, determination, his strive to be, the very best, like no one ever was. Mixing a little Pokemon reference in there. But Goku comes from a different planet. He only learned so much with Grandpa Gohan. He basically had to learn as he went along, so you can kind of forgive him for being stupid. Because remember, he was a kid when Grandpa Gohan died. He didn't get to learn everything. Now, had Grandpa Gohan stayed alive, Goku not transformed and killed him, I'm sure Grandpa Gohan would have taught him all about the birds and the bees and marriage and what it's like to be with a girl and, how to treat them and this and that. But considering, well, actually, this is the same guy who went around fucking smacking girls, down there to see if they had balls or not. So, he had to learn as he went along. But being around Bulma and stuff like that, he kind of learned things. Meeting Chi-Chi, he learned things. Because again, he's not from this planet. But yeah, it's just, it's so stupid because it's a cartoon character, but he's such an amazing character, that it's like, when people constantly do these stupid memes of, Goku's a bad father, he's a bad person. Now, I think in the anime, or the manga, he's written more as not a terrible person, but I think Toriyama at first wanted him to be like this person who just focused on just getting stronger and really didn't care much about anything else. But that's obviously not the way it went. He obviously cares about everyone, and that's one reason he keeps training. Not only is it to get stronger, but it's to protect his family, protect his friends. How many times has he gone higher level because of his friends? Look at the Tournament of Power. What happened when Jiren tried to blast his friends in the fucking stands? So he is a good person. He is a good father. He's died how many times protecting his kids? Sure, he may not be the smartest guy. He's just a simple guy who enjoys simple things like fighting, snoozing. I mean, Chi-Chi expects him to be out plowing the fields, to planting crops so they can make some money, and there he is on top of his tractor sleeping. He goes out there to train. He enjoys the simpler things. He enjoys spending time with his kids. When he found out that he was going to be a grandpa, he was thrilled about that. But sure, keep telling us that Goku's a bad person. I absolutely love Goku. One of the best characters. Now, does he have as much character development as, say, Vegeta? No, because Goku is always kind of set up to be the hero, even though that's not what the intention was. He wasn't meant to be the hero. But he hasn't had nearly as he's been pretty much the same throughout the story. This little kid who's very caring, kind of awkward because he's not actually one of us, who has to learn how to be human and live kind of like Superman. Becomes the world's greatest defender, like Superman. You see him all throughout his child years, learning, growing, reaching new power. You see him through his adult years. He becomes a family man. He's got a son he's taking care of. Meets his brother who fucking snatches his son. He dies, so beautifully. He dies holding his brother. Obviously not in a sweet embrace, but the two brothers die together. So I just love the symbolism. So he dies the first time saving Gohan and saving the world. He dies the second time saving Gohan and the world. And then you look at like a GT and stuff like that. If I remember how he reacted when Pan was knocked out, I think was it Super Baby? Right, it was Super Baby, I think. Same thing. He cares about his family. If you've watched the entire series and you still think Goku doesn't care about his family, you've clearly not been paying attention. So he may not be the most affectionate. He may not be like this. He may not be like, "Oh, I love you so much. Oh, come here, Gohan. I love you. You're my favorite son." He's like, "Gohan, come here. Oh, I love you. You're my favorite son." And then Goten, he's like, "Oh, come here, Goten. I love you. You're my favorite son." No. But he is a good person. He is a good-hearted person. He's a goofball. They made him more goofy and fucking super, which some of the stuff is great, like the fucking tractor scene. Oh, I forgot my tractor. Oh. When after Mr. Satan punches him, because Piccolo and Chi-Chi show up, and he's not supposed to be fighting. He's supposed to be out working, and they come up and he's like, I need you to hit me real hard. So Mr. Satan punches him, and he flies off, and he's like, oh, I forgot my tractor, and he goes back for his tractor as he's flying off, and Piccolo's like real mature. But then he also has some badass scenes, like the fucking Ultra Instinct moments. The moment I was talking about with when Zamasu's got him, planted the energy sword through him, and they're like, oh yeah, let's tell him what we did to his family. And he becomes so enraged that he takes on both of these, I guess you could say demigods, because the Kais aren't gods, they're more like demigods, because they can die. So can the gods, so I guess nothing really there is a god. But he takes on both Zamasu and Goku Black, because he's so filled with rage after hearing what happened to not only Chi-Chi, but his son. But sure, keep saying that Goku doesn't care about his family and he's a bad father. Anyways, what do you guys think? Like I said, I know he hasn't gotten much character development compared to, say, Vegeta or Piccolo, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He cares about his family. He cares about his friends. He keeps getting stronger because he cares about them and because just the spirit of fighting. He dies twice protecting his son and his planet. But sure, keep telling us that he's a terrible person. But like I said, let me know what you guys think. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.